Hello guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's been so many days I never posted a single video. Every day I come back from work, I I think about making a video and talking about books because every day when I come back I definitely read something a little bit, at least few pages, and then I think about talking about what I have read, but because of the tiredness I feel like sleeping and I end up not making a video, and later on in the morning or late at night I feel that I should have made one. But today I have got this opportunity and here I am, and in this video I will talk about a book that I am reading. It is a new book. It was released in February, The House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J Maas, which is a very famous New York Times best-selling author, and it is a Crescent City novel. So let me show you something, which is this art. So you can see this is a human being and these are the wings are fantastic. I am in love with these wings. Talking about this book has almost 750 pages. As you can see from the size of this book, it is huge. I have read this portion of the book more than 500 pages, and still more than 200 pages are pending, but I believe that within a couple of days I will try to finish this book up as fast as possible, because definitely I have got tired of reading this book. I wanted to divert myself, and that was the only reason I picked this book up, and I thought reading a light content material would definitely ease my mental capacity because of heavy literature that I read previously. But this book didn't solve the problem, it aggravates the problem. Why? I will tell you. But first, I will definitely talk about the basic plot about this book, as I haven't read full book yet, so my impressions are incomplete. But reading 500 pages, it's sufficient to conclude that I'm not satisfied with this read so far, because let's talk about the characters. There is these two main characters, Breeze, female protagonist, and Hunt, who is male protagonist, and there are different hierarchies. So there is one ruler, Asteri, I don't know how to pronounce, and they rule the Midgard. You can say that Midgard is like Earth, and Asteri rules the Midgard like the Earth planet. There are 7 other planets who have some control or who are very powerful, who can destroy Midgard in no time. So Midgard is always in a constant threat. Apart from that, there are some rebellion as well. There are different rebellion, and there are independent, not independent, but there are divisional rulers who think that they are independent rulers, but eventually in reality they are not independent rulers. So Breeze, and she is also part of the hierarchy. She is also part of the system. She has some superpowers. She has magical powers. I will not discuss the stuff in details because the details are immense and I can't cover all those details in this short video. Hunt, who is also part of the Asteri regime, he has a very powerful position in a military division. So, but there are also some rebellions, as I mentioned, and they believe that Asteri, the rulers, they are not protecting the ordinary people. They are not taking care of the ordinary people. And Breeze and Hunt, they also think that the rebellion group, the main group, is Ophion. So they think that even though Ophion is trying its best to claim the authority from history, but still the systems or mechanisms that Ophion deploys, those are extremely brutal, because in order to achieve their aim, these rebels don't think about the ordinary people. So Breeze and Hunt, they are very suspicious. They are not satisfied with the systems of the rebellion, and in a way they are tied up with the rebellion, and they are participating with the rebellions. And after reading 500 pages, it seems that they are fighting against the asteroid regime. So far this has happened in the story. One particular thing that I didn't like about this book is that this book constantly talks about sex. It starts with sex and ends up with having sex, more sex, less sex. That is extremely frustrating. So I found it extremely frustrating. Too much sex in a young adult fiction. I don't understand what's the point of including too much sex in a book, which in itself is extremely, interesting. Plot is extremely interesting. On the one hand, the author is needing a very beautiful novel. On the other hand, just sex. I don't know what to say, but this is too much, and that sex is extremely brutal. They are wild. It's worse than porn, I would say that. And I don't want to talk about such stuff, but I am extremely tired, because if you are teen or young adult, I will suggest you read something else. I'm not sure what you should read, but avoid reading this book. I don't know. If you have deep interest in reading sexual literature, then it is up to your choice. You can go for it, but I don't want to talk about this. I believe it will become very nasty. So that is your choice. You want to read this book. As when I started noticing this fact, I was almost deep into this book, and I didn't want to stop at that time. I just wanted to finish this book as early as possible. Now my only aim is to finish this book as fast as possible and grab a new book, and that is my only goal at this stage. Magic is immense in this book. And one more particular thing that I didn't like about this book is that, so as I mentioned, there are rulers. Those rulers are very powerful. There are werewolves. Those are very powerful. At one point, author tries to build up a personality of a character. Like if there is a devastating character, there is very powerful character. Author writes few paragraphs about the atrocities of that character has done in the past, and why this character is so dangerous, how many murders he or she have done. And after a few minutes, that character loses its brutality, loses its vicious part, when it is treated like very casually by the protagonist or by the friends of the protagonist, either Breeze or Hunt. So this is extremely weird. I would say that if you are trying to build up something, then I would say that it is important to maintain that personality. Then what is the point of building or putting so much energy into a character, and in a very next second that character loses all of its villainous powers or that special ability? So that's all. That's sufficient, I believe, in this video, because I can't make a longer video because of I have very few seconds left remaining in this video. So very nice to talk to you. I will make one more video, or maybe two or three more videos after this video. Thank you very much. If you are still here watching my video, I know it is a haphazard review. I don't know how to make a very decent, perfect review, but this is what I do. I don't know. See you in the next video. Bye bye.